up against the Danes, Rasmus Kjær and Søgaard. Well, as far as the men's doubles draw is concerned, this match is from the bottom half of the draw, the top quarter in the bottom half. And the Bulgarian pair against the Danes. Of course, the Danes will start as favourites because they've been ranked as high as 13 on the world ranking. But the Bulgarians make their way into the arena first of all. So this will be a first meeting between these two pairs, and they are battling for the right to play against Utama and Isfahani of Indonesia, the number 8 seeds in the second round.
What do you choose?
Serve.
Who to serve?
Ilian.
Ilian to serve and Rasmus to receive and right, okay.
So the Bulgarians have chosen to serve, and it will be Stoynov who will be the server. There he is, 24 years of age, Ilian Stoynov, youngest player on court. But this man is Ivan Rusev, 32 years of age, from May in southern Bulgaria. Means 1st of May or May Day. There you go. And he played in the World Championships with his partner of today back in Copenhagen, and they lost in the first round to another Danish pair, Bai and Mulheda. So Ilian Stoynov, born in the Bulgarian capital of Sofia. 5'10", that equates to. And of course, he's got the same World Championship results as his partner, because that's the only time either of them have played. A couple of quarterfinals this year for the Bulgarians in Estonia and Portugal, both of those events an international series event. As we look at Rasmus Kjær, who got married just over a month ago to Josie Frost, a daughter of the famous Morten Frost, who was a World Championship silver medalist. Fredrik Søgaard turned 27 last month from Newball. And they have a wonderful medieval castle there. Venue for the first Danish Parliament, I understand. Steen.
I'm not sure about that, but it is a fantastic castle.
It is.
They have open theatre play in the summer there.
Can we take a detour before before the Denmark Open? Can we go and visit?
Yeah, we can.
Seeing as you're going to be my chauffeur.
It's going to be on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Used to be the city for the Danish coaching education in badminton, and
right.
One of the evenings were always a visit to the Nyborg Games, it was called.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Rasmus Kjær and Frederik Søgaard, Denmark. And on my left, Ivan Rusev and Stoynov, Bulgaria.
The introductions by Jiang Shiying of China, the umpire.
Rasmus Kjær, level play.
So it is the Danes nearest to us, Kjær and Søgaard, against Rusev and Stoynov. Well, the first thing I want to ask you, Steen, is about the Bulgarian combination. The last tournament they played as a pair was the European Championships, when they lost in the second round. That's almost 5 months ago.
Yeah, it is.
Is this, do you think, a swan song for Rusev, the fact that he's qualified for the World Championships at the age of 32? Is he playing on? Do you know anything?
I don't know anything, but I think it might be a possibility. There's quite a big age difference between the two, and they qualified also for the World Championships in Denmark, because I can see that I have some notes on them from back then, and then it was a relatively new partnership where they were trying their luck after Rusev got a knee injury. Initially, both singles players.
Service over. 2-3.
Yes, you mentioned that the Bulgarians were both singles players. Ivan Rusev was in 5 finals, winning 1. That was back in 2016, the Hellas Future Series event. Whereas Ilian Stoynov was just in 1 men's singles final. That was his home event back in 2020.
Yeah.
He lost in the final of the Bulgarian Future Series.
4-3.
That's right. And, I guess that's why they decided to try their luck in the men's double. But 5 months since the last match, that's an indication that something odd has happened there.
Either injury or illness, or the fact that the qualification for the World Championships is done. Is it at the beginning of May or the end of May?
1st May.
1st of
May or 29th of April, so something like that. So it's quite early. Almost 3 months before the tournament takes place. Good shot.
6-4.
Søgaard got injured at the European Championship in the semi-final against Adam and Rossi, who we saw earlier today, the French combination. And it took some time before he got back in shape, and he's mentioned that he's struggling a little bit mentally from time to time at the moment. He doesn't really know what it is. He's talked to sports psychologists and so on, but they have to look closer into it and figure out what it is. He's been experiencing a couple of big injuries earlier on with his knee and with his ribs, Søgaard. So this is actually his first World Championship at the age of
27.
Yeah.
Rasmus Kjær, it's his 2nd World Championships because he played in Huelva 4 years ago with Joel Hyper.
Exactly. And Joel Hyper was Frederik Søgaard's partner when he won the silver medal at the World Junior Championships back in, I think it was 18.
Whatever happened to Joel Iper?
He just
He was a huge talent, wasn't he?
He was fantastic. He still is. I mean, he's got such an entertaining playing style, but he couldn't cope with the daily grind, so to speak. The
Service over.
The tough and hard practice. Oftentimes, practice is not especially enjoyable. Sometimes it can be very boring. At least the practice I conduct is. People often tell me, Stine, it's so boring. And it is. But it's nice when you play tournaments. That
You've done that.
Basic skills are in place.
7, 8.
Yeah, anybody can motivate themselves when you turn up at a major event like this, but motivating yourself for the practice, that's the difficult bit, the training, the slog.
That's the thing. When it's raining outside, it's 6:30 in the morning, you still have to get up and go to practice or go out for a run in the forest. You know that your competitors, or at least some of your competitors, they're practicing.
Yeah. Eight all in this opening game.
Service over. Quit. 9, 8.
Totally smashed Kjær's racket.
Service over. 9 all. Your call, okay?
He wasn't totally aware of where the kit box were there, Rasmus Kjær. He was taking a little detour.
Service over.
A little loose shot.
10-9.
Well, the Bulgarians there, I thought they did a good job in the opening of that rally in terms of pushing forward and getting the initiative.
So it is the Danes who have the 2-point advantage here at the mid-game interval of the opening game. 8 minutes.
Spil serverne, bare spil den foran, spil den. De server OK, det kan også være, de er en lille smule kort, som Frederik kalder den en gang. De server rigtig fint begge to. Altså, der er ingen grund til at lave 5-6 serve. Spil den foran, sæt den i gang, spil den stille og roligt ud på stolpen kort. Og så træeren alle de gange, hvor vi enten er gået over, eller bare spille en stille og rolig prikfejl, så kommer der ingenting. Hvis vi stikker den ind på fræren, så smadrer de den over på den anden, ikke? Det bliver rent slagsmål. Det er egentlig 2 eneste gange, når vi har dueller fint inde på banen.
So 11-9 in favour of the Danes, Kjær and Søgaard. As play resumes.
Service over.
So what was Thomas Steingård having to say to the Danes there, Stine?
Yeah, there were two specific things. One is here in the return situation where the Danes have been a little bit too aggressive, committed some errors. He just wants them to block it, play it below the tape, and then start over from there. Said that Rusev and Stoynov were both serving quite well, and then this happens, and it becomes way too high, the low serve. And this is the other situation, the third shot. Block it or play it over them. The only time it's been really dangerous is when they've tried to put pace in the shot. Oi.
Did well to get out of the way there, Rusev.
Yeah.
11-12.
Well, you were talking about that injury at the European Championships to Frederick Søgaard. Steen, it was a right thigh muscle injury. And since then, the last 4 tournaments that they've played, they've lost in the first or second round. So I can understand if their confidence is not high at the moment, the Danes.
Exactly. The thing is, when you make some great results, you've got to try and remember the feeling that you have after that experience, that you feel that you can do anything. You want to go out and practice. You want to practice even more. That feeling, that's the feeling you need when you're injured, when you're coming back, when you feel that everything is tough and the sky is grey and it's raining and your bicycle is punctured and everything is against you. Then you have to go in there with that energy and that spirit. And it's difficult. It's so easy to say. It's really, really difficult to do. And you also want to get back and feel that you reach the same level. I'm certain they felt that they had a big chance at the Europeans. I don't recall it as if they were in a commanding position in that semi-final. I think it was still challenging against Adam and Rossi, but Astrup Rasmussen had lost, and I think they fancied their chances, and then suddenly you can't pursue it because of an injury. That's devastating.
Yeah.
But they're not the first one that's experienced that. If they start to feel sorry for themselves, then have a Spanish telephone number that they can call and ask someone who has experienced something worse than them.
Exactly.
Service over. 15-13.
That was the thing Stoynov was alluding to, getting it below the tape, then the pressure shots from Stoynov and Rusev become more difficult.
Bye. 16-13. Service over. 14-16.
Good shot from Stoynov, teasing Kjær to intercept.
Service over. 17-14.
Oh, lucky net cord from Rasmus Kjær.
18-14.
C'est pas très beau sur le numéro 3. Ici, un double messieurs, maintenant number 3. Représentant les États-Unis, representing United States of America,
That's a good interception from Søgaard. Yeah, bit of a discussion between the Bulgarians. about the defensive play. Still discussions going on. Eight of the last 10 points to bring up game point opportunities for Kjær and Søgaard. Nice, lovely change of pace from Rasmus Kjær.
Won by Rasmus Kjær and Frederick Søgaard, 21-14.
21-14 in 15 minutes, the opening game to the Danes.
Значи, не мога да се почакат с мен да посокат в защита. Значи, трябва да внимаваш. Играеш едно от две високи пусани, трябва да пуска защита мека. Защото той се предния също се издърпва. Ляво, дясно и той се издърпва назад. Веднага мека защита. Къде е диагонал или център? И те да провокират с висящо е тук. Играеш един-два контрола, малко като се дигне да провокират с по-висок, ти искаш да го натиснеш и го застрелват него после. Разбираш? След като си играл два контрола, се опитай да влезеш късо. И тогава ще затворите мрежа. И не сконтра ли с късо? Да.
Аз съм готов, ама те ме търсят, като натиснат него и да ме контрират да знае.
Срещане е важно, като играеш по срещане да дигнеш ракета за второ.
Добре.
Защото играеш по срещане.
Аз го усетих това, да. Окей.
Само че сега тук не излизат.
Насам не излизат, но там ще излизат.
И там на бежда.
Ама сега по атаката ще е окей, но ще се спира пред ракета.
Добре. Дай.
Внимавай на посрещане. Не посрещай толкова диагонал. Повече право.
Обаче те знаят, сега ще ни чакат филето.
Добре, нали?
И сега тук трябва да сме готови. Среда, дигнат ли, просто стигнат.
Igen, der er ikke mange dueller, vi ikke har vundet på nogle gange, og bare smække væk på tre. Ja, de er gode, og specielt når vi ligger højt på dem. Elsker det, når vi ligger højt på dem og spiller dem. Ja. Ikke? Hvis vi ligger lavt på dem, skal vi bare egen side.
20 seconds. Call 1, 20 seconds. Second game, level, play.
So one game to the goods, Kjær and Søgaard of Denmark against Rusev and Stoynov from Bulgaria. Well, it was 12-all in that opening game, wasn't it, Steen? And then the Danes just piled on the pressure.
Yeah. It's not unusual.
Service over. 1-all.
It's not unusual.
Oh no, don't sing, please, Steve.
It's not unusual when there's a bit of a strength difference, which I still think there is between these two pairs. That
Service over. 2-1.
The underdogs, which I deem Rusev and Stoynov to be here, that they cling on until the decisive phase. In this case, 12-all. It could be 15 or 16-all, and then the experience becomes important. Rasmus Kjær, he's playing on a little bit bigger court than all the three others there.
You mean it was going wide?
It was going wide 2 times in a row.
Service over. Two all.
That was wonderful images. That look of concentration from Rasmus Kjær. Oh, that's well taken from Kjær.
Service over. 3-2.
Hey!
over.
Best result by a Bulgarian at the World Championships. Steen?
Must be Petja Nedelcheva.
Correct. Do you remember what year she was in the quarterfinal?
No, I
Madrid.
knew it was the quarterfinal, but I couldn't recall the year.
Madrid,
Yeah.
2006. Lost out to Zhu Weiwen of Germany.
You see her from time to time now working as coach in Bulgaria.
4-3.
Petja.
Yeah, wasn't she in China when
I
we
think
were
she was.
at the China Open?
Yeah. Play
Service over.
by Stoynov.
4-all.
Son of our tournament referee,
That's right.
Pincho.
Our tournament referee will not be allowed to go on if there's a dispute.
No.
We do have 3 tournament
Service over.
referees, I think.
5-4.
I think we might have 4 actually.
Do we?
For the World Championships, I think so.
You're right, we have a referee and then 3 deputy
Yeah.
referees.
Service call. Do high.
Service fault called.
And Fredrik Søgaard.
Service over. 5-all. Service over.
Lift's nowhere near deep enough.
6.
Got what it
5.
deserved. Look where he's smashing from.
Yeah. Look at Stoynov. Great shot, stayed in.
Service over.
Stoynov
6.
just
all.
experienced what some of the mixed doubles
Mixed
players,
yeah, exactly.
myself included,
Yeah.
experienced for many years when it was very much the case that the women should stay forward at all times.
Yeah.
Okay. You can. You want? Okay.
How the game has changed since my day.
We had a fantastic episode in one of the coaching courses on those Danish courses in Nyborg, where a teacher was telling about the development in mixed doubles and how the women's role had become really important. And going back in the days, the role was just to stay at the net and really take care of the net. And then he was going to play an example of it, and by accident he put on a men's singles. And one of the voices from the audience says, "Okay, so that was before she got that spot at the net."
7. 6.
It's many years ago, but one of the Danish mixed doubles was Jesper Knudsen and Nettie Nielsen. I don't know if you remember them, but they
course I
sometimes
do.
played the reverse combination with Nettie Nielsen at the back of the court.
You never saw me play mixed, did you?
No, but I might have, but I might not have paid enough attention.
Thank you very much.
6.
Everybody said Jill Clark doesn't know how to play mixed doubles. She's coming back to defend. She's going to the back of the court. And Steen Fladberg and I became the #1 pair in the world.
Yeah. It's all about finding the right partners and the right game.
Yeah. This isn't in the script, is it?
No.
This is they've done well, the
Service
Bulgarians.
I think they
I
have.
like this.
I think they
7,
have, but
8.
it's in line with what the Danes have been telling before the tournament, that they're struggling a little bit, finding the right rhythm, and there is very little rhythm in this men's doubles here. You feel like anything can happen at any point of the rally.
Out. Service over. 9-7.
C'est-à-dire que cette dernière sur le cours numéro 4 que vous avez entendu, la victoire pour les Espagnols dans le c'est Luciano Rodriguez.
Service over. 8-9.
Oh, that's a great serve. Well, the umpire is going to call for Hawkeye. That's clearly in. She couldn't see because the player, Rusev, was jumping over the shuttle. So nobody will lose any challenges for this. Umpire was purely unsighted, but it was clearly in. Well, maybe Hawkeye tracking cameras.
Maybe they can't see it.
Maybe they can't see it.
Then it's going to be a let.
Which is, when we can see so clearly, it was way in. Would be disappointing as far as the players are concerned. The whole point of having technology is to ensure that the correct decisions are made. Well, how long do you allow the instant review system to review?
And if it was a technical error, then we would normally see the referee tell the umpire what the decision was. So this could very well be a no decision.
Here we go.
Wow.
Clearly in.
Came up with the right conclusion.
9-all. Play.
So back level, 9-all in this second game.
Nouvelle musique du match plus sur le terrain numéro 4, contre number 4, pour le women's single. Simple dame sur ce terrain numéro 4 avec la tête de série numéro 12 de Corée, Sin Corée.
Nice final shot, just getting the shuttle in a downward direction. Søgaard. And the Danes to the mid-game interval on a run of 4 straight points and a 2-point advantage.
11-9. Но играем посреща ми се скрием. Разбираш, това е проблема. Ти също посрещаш ще се криеш.
Аз сега го усетих сега.
Да. Веднага посрещаш, дигаш второто първо.
20 seconds.
Той трябва да превъртим сервиза. Превърташ сервиза.
Play.
Well, that was most peculiar movement after the flick serve from Kjær.
Service over. 10-11.
That's a pity. Service error from Rusev.
10.
It's good play. Rasmus Kjær.
13-10.
I think it's a fine line. I'm just going back a couple of conversations here, Steen, when you talked about the Danes have openly talked about things just aren't working at the moment, or, you know,
mental
yes,
struggles.
And you know, in a way it's good to talk about it, but it also focuses the mind on something negative, that they're struggling mentally.
Yeah.
And it's difficult. It's like me saying to you, think of any animal, but don't think of an elephant, and you immediately think of an elephant. So, you know, if you know there's problems, the fine line between discussing it and becoming a positive thing, rather than it being a negative influence on your whole well-being.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the way I see it, the ones that have discussed it, I think it mostly, I haven't asked them, so they would have to answer for themselves, but I don't think I've seen players really get anything positive out of going totally out in the open.
12-14.
Just missed it.
I think it's good to discuss it with your partner and with your coaches and the team that you have, trying to help you play as good badminton as possible. But I would really give it some extra thought before I started talking about it publicly.
I couldn't agree more, because if you had a physical injury, you wouldn't be highlighting that to opponents, would you?
No.
13,
You'd be keeping
15.
quiet about it. Yeah, he's annoyed at himself there, Stoynov.
16-14.
Pushed it long. Yeah, playing with the drift. Got to think about that.
14.
Looks like we're seeing the same mechanism as in the first game, that the Danes are pulling away late in the game.
Oh, well, it'd have been a lovely drop from Rasmus Kjær to set his partner up.
18.
Not able to convert, though.
But it's a perfect example of that, with the mental thing, because the Danes watching this would say, yeah, you can see there's a mental problem, where if he hadn't mentioned it, they would just say, okay, it's timing, it's the first round, and so on. And there wouldn't be a big fuss about it.
Yeah.
Service over. 19-15.
Points away from the second round. And a second round encounter against Gautama and Isfahani, the number 8 seeds from Indonesia. Match point opportunities for the Danes.
20, match point 15.
5 opportunities to be precise. First time of asking. 21-14, 21-15. The margin of the victory for the Danes. Rasmus Kjær and Fredrik Søgaard beating Ivan Rusev and Ilian Stoynov of Bulgaria. 36 minutes for that victory.
Rasmus Kjær and Fredrik Søgaard, 21-14, 21-15.
Yeah, and the big smiles through their opening match in 2 straight games. 36 minutes, as I say, and Gautama and Isfahani await in the second round for Kjær and Søgaard. So as they take leave of centre stage, we look forward to our last match here on day 1 of competition. Jongkengbam and Mishra of India up against the home women's doubles pair of Lambert and Ponyant. Well, the sun is going down here in Paris. It's a little after 6 o'clock in the evening. We've had a great day of badminton so far here at the Adidas Arena. One more match to come on day 1 of competition, and it is women's doubles, and Konjengbang and Mishra from India up against the home pair of Lambert and Poignant. Well, this is from the third quarter in the top half of the draw. And in this section is Beikana and Lee So-hee, former world number ones. And they await the winners of the match that we are about to watch. Also the seeds in this section are Kasuma and Pratiwi, the number 10 seeds from Indonesia. So Priya Konjengbang and Shruti